The Corp never appeared as a force of power. It did not demand obedience. It raised no flags. It founded no states. And yet entire planets changed course when its name began to be whispered. The Corpers do not rule. They observe. And they wait. They wait to see whether a society can stand on its own. Whether it can create laws without having them imposed. Whether it can live without fear. And when they intervene, they do not act as saviors, but as correctors, and far less as rescuers. On some worlds, they appeared as teachers. They brought knowledge, technology, medicine, writing. They spoke of community, responsibility, self-governance. And they left. On other worlds, they came at night. Silent. With swords. With gazes that left no room for misunderstanding. Where power was built on fear, the Corp answered with fear. And for a long time, it seemed to work. Tyrants obeyed. Regimes loosened their grip. Pain diminished. Societies breathed again. But somewhere along the way, a fracture was born. Because fear has a property. It never stops at its target. It changes the one who uses it. Within the Corp itself, a question began to surface. Quietly at first. Then more clearly. Can violence be stopped with violence? Can freedom be protected by enforcing it? And when does self-defense cease to be defense and become justification? Some said that rulers understand only one language. Fear. That the threat of death is the only boundary they respect. And that those who hesitate simply allow societies to burn. Others answered that every time a sword is raised, something has already failed. That violence does not correct. It merely transfers the weight. And that the Corp was never meant to become judge of worlds. The conflict was not loud. There were no battles. No blood was spilled. It was worse. It was the moment when all realized they were no longer speaking about the same things, using the same words. From that point on, the Corp did not cease to exist. But it ceased to be unified. And perhaps this is the most dangerous point in its history. Because when those who hold the flame disagree on how it should be protected, the entire galaxy holds its breath. The Corp does not promise salvation. It stands at the threshold and observes. And when fear fades, when there is no longer any threat, neither from rulers nor from protectors, then only truth remains. If a society can stand without fear, it will live. If not, no sword can save it.